Hello, and Happy New Year. The year 2026 has officially arrived. Can you feel that electric sense of a fresh start? When the calendar turns, it is not just a change of dates. It is a joyful invitation from the universe to renew yourself. There is a common misconception that at 60 or 70, a new year is simply another number added to the count, a marker of getting older. But this morning, I want you to completely discard that old way of thinking. Look in the mirror and smile. This is not the time to slow down due to fatigue. This is the golden opportunity to live more vibrantly, more wisely, and more healthfully than ever before. Imagine that in 2026, you no longer wake up with a groan about a sore back or a foggy mind. Instead, imagine waking up with abundant energy, ready for travel, ready for family gatherings, and ready to pursue the passions you once put aside. This is entirely within your reach. Your body is a marvel of nature, and it is always ready to revitalize itself if you know how to unlock it. Today, as a New Year's gift to your health, I am handing you that key. We are not talking about medication or illness. We are talking about 5 scientific habits, 5 morning rituals to make 2026 the strongest year of your life. Are you ready? Let's begin this magnificent journey right now. The first protocol begins the moment you open your eyes, and it addresses the most critical deficiency in the aging body: hydration. To understand why this is non-negotiable, we must look at what happens while you sleep. During the night, your body undergoes a massive cleaning cycle. Your brain's glymphatic system pumps cerebrospinal fluid through your brain tissue to wash away metabolic waste and beta-amyloid plaques that can lead to cognitive decline. However, this process consumes a tremendous amount of water. Furthermore, as we age, our kidneys lose some of their ability to concentrate urine, meaning we lose more water at night than we did in our youth. By the time you wake up, your blood is physically thicker, making your heart work harder to pump it. Your brain cells have slightly dehydrated, and this is the primary cause of morning confusion and fatigue. If you rush to drink coffee immediately, which is a diuretic, you are compounding the problem. The solution is to drink 12 to 16 ounces of warm water before you do anything else. We emphasize warm water because your internal body temperature is 98 degrees. Drinking ice-cold water shocks the vagus nerve and constricts the blood vessels in your stomach, hindering digestion. Warm water, conversely, acts as a vasodilator. It gently expands your capillaries, rushing fresh, oxygenated blood to your skin and muscles. And it prepares your gastrointestinal tract for the day. Think of this water not just as a drink, but as the hydraulic fluid necessary to pressurize your entire system. Once the body is hydrated, we must address the mechanical structure. Stiffness in the lower back, hips, and knees is the #1 complaint of seniors. But it is often misunderstood. It is usually not bone-on-bone friction you are feeling, but rather dried-out connective tissue. Your joints are encased in a capsule filled with synovial fluid. This fluid is a non-Newtonian substance. When you are stationary for 8 hours, it becomes viscous and thick, like cold glue. This makes movement painful and risky. However, the moment you introduce movement, that gel transforms back into a slick, lubricating oil. Therefore, the second habit is motion is lotion. This is not about exercise, it is about mobilization. Before you demand that your body walks down the stairs, you must lubricate the gears. While sitting on the edge of your bed, spend 5 to 7 minutes moving your joints through their full range of motion. Roll your ankles to wake up the feet, your base of support. Gently twist your torso to hydrate the spinal discs. Pump your calves to help the venous blood return to your heart. Furthermore, this movement activates the lymphatic system, which, unlike the heart, has no pump of its own. It relies entirely on your movement to flush out toxins and support your immune system. By moving gently now, you are literally squeezing the toxins out of your tissues and coating your joints in protection for the day ahead. With your internal systems pressurized and lubricated, we turn to the master regulator of your health, light. We evolved to live outdoors. Yet, in the modern world, we spend our days in dimly lit boxes. For the aging brain, this is disastrous. As we get older, the lens of the eye yellows and the pupil shrinks, meaning less light reaches the retina. If you do not get a strong light signal in the morning, your brain does not know that the day has begun. This results in a drifting circadian rhythm, which manifests as daytime lethargy and fractured sleep at night. The protocol here is optical nutrition. Within the first hour of waking, you must expose your eyes to natural daylight for at least 10 to 20 minutes. This does not mean looking directly at the sun, but simply being outdoors or near an open window. This specific spectrum of blue light from the sky travels through the optic nerve to the suprachiasmatic nucleus in the brain. It triggers the release of cortisol, epinephrine, and dopamine, a cocktail of neurochemicals that provides energy, focus, and drive. Simultaneously, it starts a 12-hour countdown timer for the release of melatonin. If you want to fix your sleep, you do not start at bedtime. You start at breakfast. You are solar-powered. Do not deprive your battery of its charge. Now that the engine is running, we must examine the fuel. The standard, modern breakfast toast, oatmeal, fruit, or cereal is fundamentally flawed for the aging body. These foods are primarily carbohydrates, which convert rapidly to sugar. In a younger body, this might be burned off. In an older body, we face anabolic resistance and reduced insulin sensitivity. A high-carb breakfast spikes your blood sugar, causing inflammation in the blood vessels, followed by a severe energy crash by mid-morning. Worse, it fails to trigger muscle protein synthesis. We are fighting a silent war against sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass. Muscle is not just for strength. It is the largest organ in your body for disposing of blood sugar and regulating metabolism. To maintain it, you must anchor with protein. You need a minimum of 30 grams of high-quality protein in the morning to overcome anabolic resistance. This could be 3 eggs, a serving of Greek yogurt with nuts, or a whey protein shake. This protein provides the essential amino acid leucine, which flips the switch in your body from breaking down to building up. By prioritizing protein, you stabilize your energy, protect your brain from sugar spikes, and ensure you have the physical strength to maintain your independence. Finally, having tended to the biology, we must protect the psychology. The transition into our later years can be accompanied by anxiety, a loss of purpose, or feelings of isolation. This mental stress triggers the release of chronic cortisol, which is toxic to the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. Chronic worry literally shrinks your brain. To counteract this, we employ the gratitude shield. This is not merely a feel-good exercise. It is a neurological intervention. Before you engage with the stresses of the world, the news, the phone, the to-do list, take 60 seconds to consciously identify 3 things you are grateful for. It could be the safety of your home, the memory of a loved one, or the simple fact that you have another day to experience life. This practice shifts your nervous system from the sympathetic fight or flight state to the parasympathetic rest and digest state. It lowers blood pressure and reduces inflammation. It reminds you that while you cannot control the world, you have absolute sovereignty over your mindset. These 5 pillars: hydration, mobilization, light, protein, and gratitude are the foundation of ageless health. They do not require a prescription, they do not cost money, but they require consistency. By integrating these habits, you are not just surviving another year, you are actively curating a life of vitality, strength, and joy. The best years of your life are not necessarily behind you. With the right care, they can be the ones you are living right now. Wishing you a prosperous, healthy, and magnificent new year.